Well, how are you guys doing today? Going to hit you with a real quick video. This is something that was brought to my attention from one of my followers on Twitter. So thank you, Luis, for giving me the inside dirt here. Yes, our old friends at Paizo, Pathfinder, Lost Omens of HighHelm. Pretty good looking cover. I like that. I like that statue in the background. It's kind of cool. But there's some stuff inside that I think some of you guys will probably want to see. So without further ado, why don't we just go right into it, shall we? Okay, so these are two, I'm going to guess that they're just NPCs. And we've been talking for a while about how stuff from the culture war, is just going to eventually seep down into the nuts and bolts of these games. And it is happening. Maybe it starts with, there's a place for pronouns on your character sheet, but you totally don't have to do it. I mean, God, what's the problem with just having that option there? But give an inch and these folks will take a mile. And this is sort of where we're at. You're going to see more and more of this, especially from the Seattle companies like WotC and Paizo and folks like that. So this is Espen Farseeker. Well, it says a neutral male dwarf merchant. Espen is a transgender man who was once an apprentice to Iltara Clavella in Absalon. Under her tutelage, he was able to grow as a hairdresser, stylist, and occasional witch. Just an occasional witch. Specializing in beards, he has returned to HighHelm, where he was born, to tend to the beard styling needs of the community. Well, I'll tell you what, I think that's meant to be a woman who became a man. But it's kind of weird because don't the dwarven women have beards too? So how do you even tell the difference? That's crazy. I think that's their point, just to confuse everybody so much that they just come in and grab whatever they can. It looks like Espen here has been on the high dosage of hormones because that is a luxurious beard if I've ever seen one. But yeah, so I do like how, of course, they had to put transgender folks in here when, I don't know, just kind of takes you out of the moment, because this is kind of a strictly Western phenomenon. Not so much in that, I understand there's always been, folks like this, but they've just been, a very small part of the population, but now it is a social contagion. So you are seeing people kind of dabble into this, and it is exploding. With a lot of these folks, they really kind of just need some good therapy. Some of them are, hurting and ailing, and they just, they need to talk things through without destroying their body permanently. So it is a bit of a tragedy, but they don't see it like that. As you can tell by the way they treat folks who detransition, who admit, I made a terrible mistake, and I want to warn you. Please don't do this if you're not 100% sure. So yes, we are putting this in here. Espen Farseeker, a transgender man, woman to man, hairdresser, not warrior, just a hairdresser, stylist, and occasional witch. Then underneath there's Selby Stormshod, chaotic, neutral, agender dwarf artisan. It's a renowned stoneworker and official sculptor. All right, so they had to slip this one into their agender. So kind of like It's Pat back in the old Saturday Night Live skits. Is Selby a man or a woman, or are they both? Honestly, I do not care. If I was a player and came across these folks, I would say, okay, whatever. Just give me a haircut, please. I don't need to know your life story. And I'm sure you will find DMs out there who are very willing to explain Espen's life story as Espen is cutting your character's hair. But like I said, I don't want to hear my own hairdresser who I've known for 25 years. I don't want to hear her talking about her entire life story. So I would tell Espen to hush hush and cut cut, as they say. Give these folks an inch, they will take a mile. And this is obviously too transparently, it's not organic, it's just transparently in there as agenda. You know, because I think in prior videos I've shown you who kind of works at Paizo. You know, they are the kind of folks who want to put this stuff in there for political purposes. It is important that it exists. Like I said, if you don't like this, find other producers, other creators, you know, who aren't going to be this political. And I'm not saying you couldn't have a story, you know, with someone who's transgender, you know, but it better darn well have meaning, I guess. And it should be true to the world. In other words, why would people, you know, just accept this sort of person? Is this an enlightened time? You know, if it isn't, then they would look very askance at someone who's outside the norm. So instead of being a hairdresser stylist, they should have maybe leaned into the witch aspect for Espen. Oh yeah, Espen is a witch. Everybody hates Espen because did you know Espen was once a woman who became a man? You know, we don't cotton to that in this village, so we banished them. Okay, well, that at least you could kind of say, huh, all right, that kind of makes sense, you know? But they don't want that. They're so afraid of what the current political commissars will say, you know, to something like that. How dare you, you know, treat a transgender person like that? But it would be true more so to the world than what they're presenting here. So those are my thoughts. Selby Stormshot, that was just a throw in. Just kind of silly, is it not? Look at that. Look at those pictures. It's a tad silly, I think. So we are living in silly times. And if they're going to be silly, well, we should feel free to laugh at them. Should we not? If you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't do just this kind of content. You can look back. I do things is varying from live plays to 40K beauty videos for my army, all the way up to rock videos. Yes, I'll let you find that one. So, all right, guys, you guys take care, and we will talk very, very soon. Goodbye. In the year 2525, if all you video gamers are still alive, hi, it's your boy Double D. That's right, I'm singing again. But this time, I am singing the praises of Powered Up Paradise and their Gameboy phone cases. That's right, this is actually a protective case for your phone, but it doubles as a Game Boy, preloaded with many of your favorite vintage video games. Ingenious, huh? Guys, let's face it, mobile games are the shits. The better the graphics, it seems, the worse the game. So go back in time, relive your childhood in a practical way. Or if you're a youngin', you can discover the addiction of the golden age of video games. Use the promo code DIVERSITY5 to get 5% off.
What qualifies you to be a U.S. Senator? You have 60 seconds.
Hi, good night, everybody.